In this problem, we need to write the slope-intercept form of the equation of the line going through 2 points. Now, in order to do this, there are usually 3 steps that you do. So the first step is to find the slope. Okay, and remember to do that, we're going to use the equation the slope equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now, because our options are all written in slope-intercept form, step number 2 is going to be to find the y-intercept. Okay, that means that we're going to plug in the slope and 1 point. Alright, and then our last step, step 3, will be to write it in y equals mx plus b, which is slope-intercept form. Alright, so now that we have our plan for our steps, let's go ahead and start with step 1, finding the slope. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to label these points as x1, y1, and x2, y2. That way, when I go to plug into my formula, I can keep things straight. So my formula says y2 minus y1, so I'm going to do 5 minus negative 1. And then I do x2 minus x1, so I have negative 3 minus negative 2. Now, one thing that I do to help from confusing myself is wherever I see a minus minus, I'm actually going to turn that into just one big plus sign. Because when you subtract a negative, it's the same thing as adding. So my slope, I should probably go down here. My slope then is 5 plus 1, which is 6, over negative 3 plus 2, which is negative 1. So my slope, if I reduce this fraction, is negative 6. Now step 2 is to find the y-intercept. So I'm going to pick one of my points. Alright, I'm going to pick negative 3, 5, only because there's fewer negatives in it. Now where the y is in y equals mx plus b, I'm going to put a 5 equals. Now we just found our m. Our m is negative 6. Our x is negative 3. And then plus b. So now we need to just solve for b. So I'm going to multiply together first, because that's my first order of operations. So negative 6 times negative 3 is 18 plus b. And then I need to subtract 18 to the other side of the equal sign to isolate b, to get b by itself. And so here I get negative 13. Alright, and so our final step, step number 3, is to write in the form y equals m, I'm going to leave a space, times x plus b, so I'm going to leave a space here at the end. Now my m, that's what we found first, right, our slope. So here in front of the x, I'm going to put a negative 6. And then my b value is a minus 13. So put that here at the end. So based on that, it would look like A is my correct answer for this one.